Good afternoon. Welcome to Fluttering in the Spirit Tarot. Today is Tuesday, February, I think it's the 18th, 2026. This is a reading for the sign of Taurus. Please take what fits here and leave the rest. Please subscribe, follow, and like this video. Let's go ahead and see what is in the energy today for the sign of Taurus. Spirit, what is the message for Taurus? Thoughts of you keep me up at night. Kind of a lot of cards. I feel like it's too many. Let's go ahead and put those back. We'll pull. Spirit, give us like 2 cards. Like a sibling. And to grow yourself, you must know yourself. That's John Maxwell. I'm going to put that quote up there at the top. I don't believe you can see it. Rowdy and aggressive. And we have passive aggressiveness, and that is in a reverse. We will go ahead and clarify these cards. I am going to pull a mystical dream oracle with a little more insight here. Thoughts of you keep me up at night. We have someone who's like a sibling to you with a passive aggressiveness. It's coming out in a reverse. And we have rowdy and aggressive. To grow yourself, you must know yourself. That's the quote for the reading. Spirit, we have a loss. Okay. Loss in a dream often represents the fear of letting go. It suggests anxiety about what you're leaving behind, relationships, memories, or past experiences. However, loss is a natural part of growth. The dream reminds you that letting go is necessary for evolution, requiring you to release what no longer serves you and make space for new possibilities. Okay. So there may be something in your life that you're letting go of at this time. This could be someone who's like a sibling to you, potentially. We're going to clarify these cards to see. And then we've got rowdy and aggressive and passive aggressiveness. In reverse. Okay. Spirit, what is the message? Additional information. Why is thoughts of you keep me up at night? Tell me more about why for this person. Spirit, why? Scout of Cups in reverse. So that's the Page of Cups in reverse. That could be a water sign, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. with that Page of Cups being in reverse, this may be someone who may seem a bit immature and selfish. They can be insecure. Oh, I do see 10 of Cups here. This is someone who's very abundant and has what they need in life. We also see the 7 of Cups. That can be different choices that you have. This person sees you in this energy. Very abundant. A person in a Page of Cups energy may be very irrational, potentially. They may need to be more sensitive towards other people so they can definitely throw out some bad energy. This can be someone who's scheming. We have the Devil in reverse here. This is Capricorn energy. And with the Devil coming out in a reversal here, you may have recently detached from this person due to some toxic behaviors potentially, or this person could have an addiction too as well. You may have felt like you needed to remove yourself. This is something that caused you sadness because we see the 5 of Cups here. And then we have the 7 of Swords. And so you've got that sadness, but with the 7 of Swords being there, this can be someone lying to themselves or just some kind of deceptive energy. It also kind of looks like here you might have someone approach you with a message. You're definitely feeling pretty fulfilled yourself, but this brings you options. But you're definitely trying to detach from anything that's toxic. But it looks like you have sadness over the situation, but you also don't, yeah, you don't, with this, let's see, that's the 5 of Cups. Where did, there it is. Sorry, I put them in the wrong order. But with the 7 of Swords here, you don't really trust this person. And then we have like a sibling. Why is like a sibling here, Spirit? So you may be having someone approach you that you don't really trust. But you've been on their mind at night. Why is like a sibling here? You have the Tower, and that's coming out in a reversal. So with the Tower here, this is something suddenly happening. Typically, this would be the foundation of something crumbling, a sudden change. This can be something that's a disaster in your life. The Tower is usually something, though, that it's temporary, momentarily temporary. But let's see what this is more about. Spirit, why is the Tower here in reverse? This is Capricorn energy and like a sibling. Why is this here? Here with Swords. This is coming out in a reverse. Clarity. Having clarity about a situation, someone's deceit and deception. This is someone that you've definitely been close to in life. We have rowdy and aggressive and passive aggressiveness in reverse. Spirit, tell me more. Two of Wands. Let's go ahead and get a little more clarification. Okay, those flew out. So we've got someone who is rowdy and aggressive, who's been passive aggressive in the past too. So it looks like they do kind of play both of those energies. Probably depending on what works best to manipulate whatever situation they're trying to manipulate. Okay, so we've got two different ones. One rowdy and aggressive, and then we have passive aggressiveness and past energy. I had a bunch of cards come out here. So we've got the Two of Wands, which is an energy of well, we've got rowdy and aggressive, which is when keeping that in mind. This can be I guess we have two. Okay, we also, let's just move on to these two cards too as well. So we have a Knight of Swords. So this is communication. Explorer of Wands, which would be the Page of Wands. So this is what someone who's possibly younger or just more immature, and someone who's very passionate and takes action quickly. They might move around a lot. But with that being in a reverse, though, this is someone who can be very discouraged and distracted, hasty, may take impulsive actions before a plan's really in place, and maybe a little childish. So you've got one energy like this. I feel like you're looking at this person in this energy. They're a little rowdy and aggressive. You're definitely moving forward here, as you can see with the chariot. You're spending a lot of time. I'm kind of sitting here thinking, is what it looks like to me. Because this person's energy and their actions are a bit off putting to you. I feel like you're considering your options, and one of those is to move forward in your own sled by yourself. And we've got that Eight of Cups in a reversal. Or stay in a situation where you're really not getting what you want out of it. Staying in the hopeless state. These are your options you're looking at here. And then we have passive aggressiveness in past energy, spirit. Why is this here? That's too many cards. Spirit, why is passive aggressiveness in reverse? The Empress. Maybe you developed a passive aggressiveness energy towards the situation in the past. This is Taurus energy. So we got Taurus and Cancer energy here. So you may have both of those in your chart. But the Empress is all about having an energy of harmony, joy, unity in the situation. So for you to be feeling or reacting in a passive aggressive manner, the situation's kind of taking you out of in the past your true character, who you are. This is a time where you're really trusting in divine providence or divine guidance at this time. Taking care of yourself so that you aren't falling into that trap. You have loss. Lost in a dream. I'm going to read it one more time. Represents the fear of letting go. So, letting go of a connection here. It suggests anxiety about what you're leaving behind. And that's what we do think about. However, loss is a natural part of growth. Sometimes what you're not wanting to let go of is exactly what is causing you the pain and anxiety in your life. Letting go is necessary for evolution, encouraging you to release what no longer serves you and make space for new possibilities. Okay, so go ahead and just shuffle a couple times. And then let's hopefully get one card here. It's too many, so I'm not taking those. One card for advice, and I'll go ahead and read from the guidebook for this tarot deck. So it's from Elizabeth Sue and artwork by Jenny Chang here. It's the Adventure Tarot Guidebook. Spirit, what is the advice here? We have the Ace of Pentacles. So for the Ace of Pentacles, this brings with it a gentle, nurturing energy. You are planting seeds, and that shit takes time to grow. It's like that phrase, an overnight success is 10 years in the making. You have to be patient. You have to be prepared for a long road ahead. Maybe you'll fall on your face or get rejected or fail spectacularly. But one thing is for sure, you 100% won't succeed if you don't even try. When the Ace of Pentacles appears, it's time to throw your hat in the ring and give yourself a fighting chance. You don't need to think about what this means 5 years down the road. It's just about getting the wheels in motion at the moment. Apply for that writing residency. Dust off your resume. Make a website for your new business. Research engineering boot camps. Progress over perfection, mama. This card is buzzing with possibility. How will you take advantage of it? Okay. And this came out in a upright, so the essence of the card is to nurture, which is what we had here with the Empress. She's very nurturing. And she's nurturing her body right there, and that's what it's telling you to do. All right, well, I'm going to end the reading here, Taurus. Please do subscribe, follow, and like this video. Till next time.